Happening now, property taxes going up. Tarrant County College proposes new tax rate, what it could mean for your wallet. Getting involved on campus.
Looking at all the different clubs. I like talking to people.
TCC students check out Club Rush, discovering new ways to get involved on campus.
Hazing is becoming more violent and more physical.
Also, bullying on campus, hazing at Tarrant County College. What experts are saying. Coming up, we'll break down the red flags parents need to watch to keep students safe. And later in the show, stomach troubles, an unexpected patient in Turkey. We'll show you why this bear is in so much discomfort. The NewsFeed starts right now.
With the latest news now, this is the NewsFeed.
We begin with breaking news. At this hour, they got him. Authorities now have a suspect in custody for the killing of Charlie Kirk. He's been identified as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson from Utah. Authorities say Robinson confessed to a family member and he was taken into custody Thursday night.
In a Friday's
I think we need more moral clarity right now. I hear all the time that words are violence. Words are not violence. Violence is violence. And there is one person responsible for what happened here, and that person is now in custody and will be charged soon and will be held accountable.
In a Friday update,
officials detailed some of the evidence against Robinson, including messages on an app and surveillance images.
conservative activist Kirk was fatally shot in the neck on Wednesday as he was speaking at an event at Utah Valley University. Tarrant County College is proposing a new tax rate, and if you own a home, here's what that means for your wallet. The rate on the table is 11.02 cents per $100 of value. That's just above the no new revenue rate. The number that would keep taxes flat year to year, so let's do the math. The average home in Tarrant County College is worth about $318,000. At the proposed rate, your annual bill would be $357.33. That's up less than $2 from last year, a 0.47% increase. But across all properties, that small change adds up. TCC would collect more than $312 million in total. That's about $13 million more than last year. There's a public hearing on the tax rate September 18th at TCC's Trinity River campus. And because the rate is still below the vote approval limit, no election will be required.
TCC students explore clubs on campus. We'll show how they're getting involved right after First Weather with Caleb.
A sunny afternoon out on the TCC Northeast campus, and it's a hot one. Temperatures pushing 96 and sunny today. Looking ahead to the weekend at 94 on Saturday with more sunshine. I'll break down the full forecast in minutes.
Across the country, as students are heading back to school, it's an exciting time for families, but also comes with some concerns. Experts warn hazing isn't just a college issue anymore, and it's becoming more violent and more physical. Leigh Waldman is live in Washington with what parents and students need to know.
Experts that we spoke to say it's important to catch those hazing warning signs early on. You should look out for changes in behavior, routines, or habits, but preventing hazing is more complicated than you'd think.
Last spring, high school lacrosse players in Syracuse, New York made headlines after they were accused of being involved in a hazing incident. 11 team members faced criminal charges after they allegedly staged a kidnapping of 5 younger players.
For these students who made this horrible mistake, this is a real life lesson. The fact that they are a spotlight nationally right now because of their stupidity.
Pietro Sasso, an associate professor at Delaware State University, studies hazing, which he says often extends from high school through college. Hazing is an activity that humiliates, degrades, abuses, or endangers an individual seeking to join a group, according to advocacy group Stop Hazing.
Hazing is becoming more violent and more physical. And we're seeing the use of illegal drugs in hazing.
Sasso says another emerging trend in hazing is the use of social media for harassment.
What used to happen is like you could avoid hazing and take a break while you weren't participating in that group. Now you can't.
So how do you stop it? Well, Sasso says the answer is as complicated as the problem itself.
Because hazing behaviors are constantly shifting, it's like you're trying to hit a moving target.
He explains it's important to address hazing head on when students are younger.
It's almost like a contagion that you want to control.
It's important to get a handle on hazing because it can leave a lasting impact, particularly on your mental health. Sasso says it can trigger things like depression, anxiety, and can have an impact on students' grades. It also holds legal ramifications in some states. In New York, Lee Waldman.
At Tarrant County College, there's a zero tolerance policy for hazing. And don't forget, These Hands Don't Haze happens Friday, September 26th from 11:30 to 1 in the NSTU conference room. You can learn about hazing laws, the consequences, and why it's important to speak out against hazing behaviors.
3 early college high schools have now moved on to the Northeast campus, and it's causing some big changes for students and staff. Classes and learning centers had to be relocated as the new school year began, including the Math Testing Center and Writing Lab. Northeast Interim Campus President Kristen Jakowicz says the move creates new opportunities, telling us, quote, "The relocation of the Writing Lab proved to be a fortunate development, as it created an ideal space to support our early college high school partnerships. More than 250 high school students are now sharing space with college students this semester."
Tarrant County College is celebrating 60 years of educating students and boosting the community. The college has hit post-pandemic milestones with record numbers of dual credit students and thousands earning certificates or degrees. Fall enrollment nears 49,600 total, proving TCC is a top choice for affordable, high-quality education. Chancellor Eva LeBlanc says, when TCC links arms with businesses, education, and community partners, we multiply impact and accelerate progress. That's the unstoppable in action. TCC partners with local businesses, schools, and universities to train students in high-demanding careers from automotive tech to healthcare, aviation, and public safety.
TCC students packed the halls for Club Rush and Club Crawl, an event designed to showcase all the different ways to get involved on campus. Hope Smith from our news partners at the Collegian shows us how students are connecting beyond the classroom.
Northeast, Northwest, and Trinity River campus held their club crawls and rushes, showcasing the many student-led clubs on campus. By making their way from table to table, students learned general club information to see if they were interested in joining.
I think we've had a really good turnout. I think it's really nice to see all the new students coming in and having them experience their first kind of college opportunities, joining groups and seeing what preferences they have.
Coverage is going great, actually. We got a couple of visitors, they came by. I tell them what we do. We came about benefits, just a very chill spot. You just come and have fun, watch anime, the works. I had a couple, actually. I had a few sign up. I had a few sign up for a raffle, actually. So hoping to get more, just bring as much as we can into the club. Just keep a constant flow of traffic.
It's pretty good. It's been going pretty good. I think there's been a lot of people that signed up for all of the clubs and all of that stuff. We've gotten a good crowd to join our club. And from what I've seen, it's been going pretty good. It's awesome that, we're getting people to sign up.
Many of the students enjoyed the variety of clubs presented at Club Rush and felt very welcomed by the clubs presented. Students said they signed up for clubs and were enthusiastic.
So far, it's really interesting. I'm enjoying looking at all the different clubs. I like talking to the people. Everyone's really nice, and you can get really good conversations with a lot of people. I see a lot of interesting clubs. A lot of them are mostly just hanging out and having fun or just learning new things, and that's always just a lot of fun.
It is absolutely amazing. Every time you switch classes, there's a new table and a new club to be explored. So no matter if you come here at 11 or 2, there's something new, there's something different, and there's something for everybody.
I haven't signed up for any on this campus, but on the South campus is where I'm from. I was thinking about joining all the anime and gaming clubs.
Club Rush, it's a great time, a great way to start off the semester and a great way for students to join organizations and also like a positive impact for students in the future, like Gamers Club for the gamers, Dance Club for people who like to dance, and also for the neurodiversity social club. It's a fresh start for new students here and a refreshing start for the previous students who are coming back this semester.
It's been super fun. Everyone's super nice.
I really like it. I like seeing all the people here. It's really just exciting to be here.
I've already felt like really connected to a lot of like the club leaders. There's been a lot of like good discussions with them.
Yeah, I really talked to a lot of people.
I feel very optimistic about getting involved and such.
This is Hope Smith with the Collegian.
A violent crime out of Dallas sounds more like a horror movie than reality. Police say 37-year-old Yardonis Cobos Martinez attacked a 50-year-old man with a machete at the Downtown Suites motel near I-30. It started as an argument, but a witness says it escalated quickly, ending when the victim was killed. Cobos Martinez has a history of violence, and now he's facing a capital murder charge. A North Texas family is demanding answers after the little boy was hurt in a hit and run outside a Fort Worth apartment complex. His parents say they're relieved he's alive, but they want justice. Priscilla Holguin spoke with the family.
I felt like I was going to pass out because my eye vision started to I started to not be able to see good.
8-year-old Liam Park takes us back to Friday evening. He and several other kids who live at the Mercantile Square apartments in Fort Worth were out playing.
My friend tried to tell me that a car was coming, but I didn't hear him though, and I turned my head and it just kind of hit me.
8-year-old Liam says he was riding his bike in this area when he was hit by a car. As you can see, there are a lot of tire marks in this corner.
A few of their friends came running in our door and said that Liam was hit by a car. And I didn't ask any questions, I just ran.
Liam has wounds across his face and on his arms. We want to warn you, these images are graphic.
And he was covered in blood from his face to his arm. He has bruising on his bottom half.
They told me that I don't have any broken bones, I just have skin injuries. It's hard to sleep and it hurts.
Since Friday, the parents have been going around door knocking, asking neighbors if they have any information that could help identify the driver who took off.
Kids have said the driver got out and looked at him and got back in before speeding off.
Witnesses told Liam's parents the driver is a man and say he was in a black SUV.
I hope that you're found and I hope that you're going to pay for that, because for all you know, my son could be dead right now.
Fort Worth police say the Traffic Investigations Unit has been notified and will be taking over the investigation. If you have any information, you're urged to give police a call. In Fort Worth, Priscilla Holguin, CBS News Texas.
2 sheriff deputies are recovering after a scary crash in Lubbock. They were helping a stranded driver when a semi slammed into their patrol car, pinning them against a guardrail. Witnesses at nearby gas stations say they rushed over to help. Both were taken to the hospital with serious injuries, but they're expected to be okay.
Uvalde School Board hired new lawyers Monday night as they struggled to release documents about the Robb Elementary massacre. 19 children and 2 teachers were killed May 24, 2022, and though some emails and records have been made public, board members say there could still be 1 million pages left to release. The board says they're hiring additional attorneys to help, but will keep working with their current lawyers for now. Back to school means scholarship deadlines are coming up fast, and today's Consumer Watch will show you how to apply for financial aid and avoid getting scammed.
It's been 24 years since one of our Americans' darkest days, and the impacts are still being felt. We'll show you how when we come back.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Yesterday marks 24 years since the September 11th terror attacks, and even after more than 2 decades, the impacts are still being felt.
Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives, from New York and Washington, D.C. to 27 different states. It's a moment in our history that will never be forgotten. Leigh Waldman reports on continuing efforts to identify the victims.
My mom was just a super woman who certainly should not have been murdered in that way.
It took nearly 24 years, but Paul Keating and his siblings have a new sense of closure after their mother, Barbara Keating's remains were identified. Barbara was on one of the planes hijacked by terrorists on 9/11.
They asked us for the DNA when they thought that there was a chance they found hair in a hairbrush, and she was on the short list, obviously, from the plane.
Barbara's remains were identified along with 2 others last month, Ryan Fitzgerald and a woman whose family is choosing to withhold her name. It's a part of the ongoing efforts by the New York City Office of Chief Medical Examiner.
This office made a very solemn promise to the families of the victims who were lost on September 11th, 2001, to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to identify their loved ones and return them to their families.
So far, the OCME has identified 1,653 remains from the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center in 2001. These latest identifications came from outreach to families for DNA reference samples and analysis using the capabilities of the city's DNA lab. Keating says they're eternally grateful for the work done by the medical examiner's office to bring them closure.
It's amazing. And yes, they did it milligram by milligram. They're still at it.
In New York, I'm Leigh Waldman.
Many teens are thinking about college, including here at Tarrant County College. If you're applying for scholarships, some deadlines are fast approaching. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan has tips for applying for financial aid and how to avoid getting scammed.
The cost of college continues to skyrocket, with some private universities costing students close to $100,000 a year when you combine tuition and other costs. As those costs rise, more students are turning to financial aid. Last fiscal year, the U.S. Department of Education administered about $120 billion worth of federal student aid, including loans and work-study funds. Nearly 10 million students receiving it. There are several different types of financial scholarships and grants you can apply for, and experts warn to stick with legitimate government websites. The site for the free application for federal student aid form, known as FAFSA, ends in a .gov.
Legitimate scholarships will never ask you for an upfront payment.
Melanie Roller is the head of retail bank fraud at Capital One. She says scammers are getting smarter and more advanced. They'll use urgent language like, take action now.
Scammers know that this is a real dynamic, and that's why they are so persistent in trying to take advantage of students and their parents at this very vulnerable moment.
The Department of Education says you'll never be asked for a credit card number when filling out the FAFSA form online. If you are, that's a red flag.
It's very important to never share sensitive information that is in response to an unsolicited call, email, or text message.
If you do think you've been targeted in a scam, you can go to the Better Business Bureau's website. They have a tracking tool to report it and look up other complaints. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
You won't believe what happened at a local Chuck E. Cheese. And then there's a pair of escaped kangaroos causing chaos. All that in today's Take a Look at This.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
We said we'd never give in to a meltdown.
Mariella.
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
From the NewsFeed's Forecast Center, this is your Storm Team Forecast.
Welcome back. Let's take a look from our tower cam at DFW Airport. A nice, warm, sunny day out there. Temps are sitting in the mid-80s right now, with a light breeze and comfortable humidity. We'll top out near 90 this afternoon. Still feeling pretty pleasant for early September. The Storm Team visible satellite is nice and clear across North Texas this afternoon. Just a few high clouds moving through as we head into the weekend. Your Storm Team's 7-day forecast shows more of the same. Warm days in the 90s, mild overnight lows. A mix of sun and clouds through the weekend and into next week. Overall, a steady, quiet pattern for North Texas. Enjoy this stretch of weather while it lasts.
Thanks, Caleb. The weather looks fantastic. A body cam arrest video is going viral, showing a well-known children's restaurant mascot being led away in costume and in handcuffs. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Watch police pluck a Chuck E. Cheese mascot from the restaurant following allegations the man in the mouse mask may have committed credit card fraud.
We detained Chuck E. Cheese.
Newly released body cam video shows officers arriving at this Tallahassee area Chuck E. Cheese after police said the man working as the restaurant's mascot was ID'd on camera as a suspect in an alleged credit card theft and fraud case. Officers moved into the crowded eatery, detained and escorted the man outside, still in costume, and now in handcuffs. Police say the alleged stolen card was found in the suspect's pocket during the arrest. He was later booked into the Leon County Jail and released on bond. From cops and mice to cops and kangaroos. Police and fire officials in Waco, Texas responded after a pair of kangaroos got loose from a local wildlife rescue and did what they could to secure the surreal scene while the rescuers' founder literally grabbed the situation by the tail. KXXV reports officers were definitely taken aback by a call that was anything but ordinary and forced them to hop to it.
I was in complete and utter shock. No one thought it was real.
Finally, one last caught on camera moment was a camera caught in the clutches of a curious carnivore. Video shared by the Oregon Zoo shows a Snoopy lion finding a hidden camera and playing around with it like a chew toy. Zoo officials say the camera was equipped with a protective casing designed to deal with this sort of playful predator predicament, so the lion was free to do its worst, while the rest of the pride looked on with pride. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
A scary moment on the football field in Hearst. We'll show you how one student's life was saved. Plus, one of baseball's biggest stars is making history in the Bronx. Steckers is next with sports. Welcome to the Vasquez Voice. Now, I want to talk about a specific phenomenon that's unfolding right on our campus. Now, this used to be a place of adults, a certain gravitas. You could even hear the hum of thought. But lately, it sounds like a high school pep rally that's accidentally rerouted itself through the campus quad. I'm talking about the sheer volume of high schoolers. They're everywhere. The cafeteria, the library, even in my Audio 2 class, where I know this one kid smarter than the majority of the class, and they even started way before him. Look, I get it. Dual enrollment, smart kids, getting ahead, but when did getting ahead mean turning the adult learning environment into an extension of the local high school's hallways? I signed up for a higher education, not a chaperoning gig. I myself have even took dual credit classes, but they were in my high school, not here at TCC. Can a person just pursue an associate's degree without feeling like they've accidentally wandered into a very studious middle school field trip? I'm just asking for a friend who also happens to be trying to learn calculus. And that's the Vasquez Voice.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
From the NewsFeed Sports Desk, this is the Sports Report.
Welcome back. A scary scene on the football field in Hearst. A 7th grader collapses during Monday Night Football, but quick thinking from coaches and trainers helped save his life. Marissa Armas shows us how fast their action made all the difference.
A scary moment during Monday Night Football at Trinity High School field.
Delivered the shock and then compressed until his breathing returned.
A 7th grade football player collapses on the field, and the student, who we're only identifying as Andrew, was on the visiting team.
I think it was all muscle memory, and I don't remember having any emotion. I think it was just there was a job to do. I did feel a little bit more determination when I heard the parents and their agony.
The district has not confirmed whether Andrew had any underlying health conditions, but they do believe he went into cardiac arrest.
You know, in the moment it's that scary, and you hear that there was a good outcome and you're like, thank God. And then it's the pride to know that your people did their job. They knew their training worked and they were ready for the emergency.
HEB ISD became one of the first school districts in the state to implement a cardiac emergency response plan with the American Heart Association.
Everything is in place. We practice. Everything's in place to be successful.
This community is grateful to have played a role in saving Andrew's life.
I'm glad, I could do something, good for the parents.
Aaron Judge is moving up the Yankees record books. His 412-foot homer Tuesday night was number 359 of his career, enough to pass Yogi Berra for 5th all-time. Judge now trails Joe DiMaggio by just 3 homers, with Babe Ruth still on top of the list. And finally, 2 boxing legends are making a comeback. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather have agreed to an exhibition fight next spring. No date or venue set just yet. And that's it for sports. I'm Kalen Stecker.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Well, I'm looking good. Thank you. Just became a real ID. What's the plan? Impromptu road trip? Actually, the plan is to fly to New York for today's product launch, and then visit the family in California, and cap it off with a girls' weekend in New Orleans. You really can just do all that. Sure, I'm a real ID, so I'm good to board any domestic flight. Speaking of which, gotta fly. Nice. Enjoy. I'll be here.
Be your Real ID self today. To learn how, visit tsa.gov/realid or your local DMV.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
All right, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at the same time next week.